You literally can't go 5 minutes without hearing about how horrible race relations have become in America. And if they're going to continue to put this garbage out, then we need to counteract it with the truth. Well, my story begins on the evening of March 24th, 2023, in the Mississippi Delta.
We got a new scan coming in here as we speak. Oh man, like north side of Amory, this is coming in. Oh man. Dear Jesus, please help them.
A lot is still unknown. Right now we have storm tracker Jordan Hall from Severe Studios on the phone. Jordan, let's get right to it. You're on the scene. What do you know right now? Are people still trapped there in Rolling Fork, Mississippi?
There still are people trapped under debris right now that they have been working endless hours to get out, and it's still just pure chaos around here, but it does look like the entire community is coming together to help out.
The light of day is going to bring a lot into perspective, but you were there in the dark of night as the tornadoes struck. What was it like? What were you able to do? First responders, I'm sure, were scrambling because the power went out. You could hardly see anything.
Yeah, it was very intense. I was one of the first people to get into town here, and there are power lines down across the roads. A lot of vehicles are completely unrecognizable, and all you could hear in the distance were people just screaming for help, wanting to be rescued and needing assistance. So there was just endless. The hours felt like minutes, just trying to get people unburied.
We're looking right now at the aerial footage that you captured. Is the entire west side of town there on Highway 61, is it completely destroyed?
Yeah, there is a very wide swath all the way here through town. The water tower was actually bent over at a 90-degree angle, and it is slabbed a few houses here. They're completely unrecognizable. The trailer park here behind the lumberyard is completely gone as well. It's just pure devastation here in Rolling Fork.
The Delta never really had, other than in a couple of instances, had a major racial problem. One thing being, because of that, Senator Leroy Percy made it a fact and made it one of his most important things was to keep the Ku Klux Klan out of the Delta. The reason the Klan was kept out of the Delta to a large degree as opposed to the way it was over in what we call the hills, simply because they just would not allow them in here. So today we've got I don't say a racial situation because of what I saw this last week in Rolling Fork, Mississippi, when the tornado came and hit. It was the tornado hit about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. I got a call at 8:30 from a friend of mine in Arkansas, and he did a tour of duty in Afghanistan. He says, Uncle Hank, me and 20 other guys are on the way to Rolling Fork. I said, man, I don't know what you're going to see. He said, we don't care what we're going to find. We're on the way. He called me at 10:30. They were already on the ground, dodging electric lines, literally pulling people from under houses and out of trees. And he says, I spent 4 years in Afghanistan. I've never seen anything like I'm looking at right now. By daylight that next morning, the Cajun Navy had come out of Louisiana. They didn't bring their boats. They brought chainsaws, boots, and gloves, and food, and started cooking and started cleaning. By noontime, the day after the tornado hit the night before, there were countless track hoes, backhoes, chainsaws, crews of men from local farmers and local Louisiana people that came over, Arkansas people that came over, that hit the ground running. This is a 90% black community. Everybody pitched in to help everybody else. There was no black-white issue at all. The regional director of FEMA stated that she has been through a lot of disasters, but she'd never seen anything like this. where 90% of the population was minority, half of that was under the poverty line, yet the majority of the people in there that brought equipment, that were doing the work, were white. Now, that chokes me up when I think of that, and I saw it. I cooked 8 pork butts, took them over there to feed folks, and everybody, you had free food stands everywhere. Right now, we've got 1,000 people, volunteers in here from all over this country, helping out, doing whatever they can to help out. I have not seen a Black Lives Matter tent where they're doing anything. Maybe they are, I just hadn't seen it. What I've seen, it doesn't matter about the race. If people around here are in trouble, these people, whomever they are coming to help. And that's what we're seeing. One good thing to come out of that horrendous disaster is what I saw of humanity. Black and white, brothers and sisters. Let's jump in on this monkey and let's get the job done, and that's what they're doing.
And that is the truth of America. For every story mainstream media puts out stoking this division, I want to see 5 other videos that show the truth of America. I challenge you.